Bonus round. Well, I'm scared, what is it? Oh. So today, in celebration of the 8 years of AD, I am gonna look through 8 pictures, one from each year of the brand, and I don't know what's on these pictures, so I'm really excited to see.
Your thoughts and the story behind them.
Oh, I haven't seen this picture in so long. This is the launch night. So when the brand first launched, we had a catwalk show at a race course just around here. All of our friends and family, we invited like riders from the area. All my friends modelled and we had like a big party with a big catwalk event, and God, yeah, the logo is so different. I look so young. Okay, number 2. Oh, this is good. This is the first campaign we ever did actually, and friend Rhea Ginley and my friend Charlotte Arnold, who actually is just kind of starting to work for us now. She's just joined the show team, which is amazing. It was 2015. Rhea had an amazing yard in York and we used to go down there and do campaigns with her horses and stuff. But yeah, her horse Tom now, which is in the picture, he must have only been 6 in that picture and he's like fully white now. She's actually still jumping him. The guys aren't allowed brick or green in the pictures now. So this would have been absolutely vetoed from the start. When we first started the brand, we used to have the office and stockroom at home. We started in my mum's like terraced house. It was just a normal 3-bedroom house, and we ended up having to rent another house that was a little bit bigger. So this was when we first moved into the rented house, and it was a big old farmhouse that had an extension, and we just used to have all of the shipments delivered to the house and we would just stack them in the hallway. Yeah, I remember this. This must have been Hoy's. So this was the second year that we actually did Hoy's, and the first year we had like a tiny, I think it was 3x2 stand. Now, I'd never done a show before that, so when we came back the second year, we got a much bigger stand. It took so long to set up, so all of these wardrobes we built at the show and it took like 3 days. And the wallpaper we have on the back wall, it looked amazing for the first 3 days, but because it wasn't proper material that's supposed to go on a wall, it just used to fall down. So every morning we would come in, it would just be all over the floor. It was a mess by the end. Oh, I love these products. This is actually the first pair of leggings that were ever done with a pocket on the side. When I was first looking to do them, the reason that we could put a pocket onto the leggings was because they were an equestrian product. They had the circle seat on the back. We were able to add a section on the top from both seams, and they literally sold out. It was one of the, to date, one of the best percentage rises we've had in like any kind of day. It was crazy. This base there was the first base there that kind of had, you'll have seen it, the panels that come from the top down into the arms. So if you ever see that on a base layer, just know that it came from AD. This was probably one of my favourite shoots we did actually. When we launched the 2019 collection, this was one of the biggest changes we had in terms of product, and we did a huge relaunch. So we also rebranded the brand at the same time, and we did all of the logos and really moved the brand up another level. And we did a big press day in London where we had Horse and Hound, Horse and Rider, loads of different bloggers, all the different magazines, newspapers came to the event. Yeah, this is one of my favourite shoots we ever did. So when we got to the venue of this shoot, we'd booked, it was an amazing venue. It was like the upstairs of an old renovated church, and it had full windows all the way around the side, so it was just so light. But there was like 4 flights of stairs to get everything up, and we went down with like 3 vans full of stuff. From the minute that we got there at like 6 o'clock in the morning, it was just non-stop. One of the busiest days we've ever had. It was crazy, wasn't it? Okay, 2020. So this was obviously the first equestrian advent calendar that was launched. This was such a special product. I think when we kind of had the idea in the office, first I was like, no, it's too much work. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think anybody's going to want it. I got so ingrained in the product, and it was such a difficult product to actually pull together because it's not just one box. There's like 27 components or something. So I remember when this went live, I was pleased with myself that we'd kind of got it through the door. The idea that we kind of had for the calendar, it didn't really go to plan, did it?
It was sprinkling glitter.
We were trying to like
sprinkling glitter. It was just glitter.
I remember when we got out the car and took everything back into the office, it was just, we were covered. It was in the hair, it was on the product. The car had to be hoovered 4 times, didn't it?
If I go into that room now, I bet there's still glitter somewhere.
There's bags of it, isn't there? And the videos actually came out so bad, you couldn't see anything what we were doing either. So 2021, oh, this was such an amazing project that we did. It was so much work, I can't even tell you, but it was so satisfying at the end when we pulled it together. Just getting all of the different brands involved and working with a lot of different people and collaborating and just pulling together this big kind of community giveaway was just a real pleasure to do. When we first decided we were going to do this giveaway, I think it was 2020 July time, and it took nearly 18 months to get live. There was so much work, much more work than what we thought, and as we got on it just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Going through these pictures today and kind of looking back over the 8 years, which we have been doing all this week, has really kind of reiterated again as to why I really wanted to do this giveaway that we did in the first place. So when I was a teenager and I had horses, something like this would have just completely changed my life. I was never able to have a horse box, I was never able to have the nice saddle, I was never able to have all of the stuff that you needed. So I really wanted to put together this giveaway to kind of give back to the people, to the customers that have kind of supported us throughout the years and really change someone's life. 2022, so it's so fascinating when you look back through all of the pictures. Yeah, the difference in the product is crazy. The whole style and the evolution of the style of the brand, I think, is the most fascinating when you see kind of how it's grown. And this is AD 2022. I've had quite an issue with breeches over the time that I've had the brand. There's always been something, and we were out of stock of breeches from, I think it was 2018. Will it have been, to 2021 when these breeches came in, and it just took so long to get right. Not because we didn't have a product that we could put onto market, but just because they weren't what I specifically wanted. The design team, the whole team probably were drove insane by me saying that we need to do it again, we need to try again. But now that they're right, you can see when you've had a pair, which we haven't, I haven't really got them out into the marketplace yet, but for everybody that's got them, they understand why they've taken so long, and it's really nice. All of the show sweaters that we've even ever done or had in the marketplace have always been like a real knitted woolen type fabric, and you think, really, why would you have like a thick wool jumper for sport? I got the idea for this. I kind of wanted it to be almost like a thermal sports layer rather than a knitted fabric, and it actually served a purpose rather than just being another layer.
You remember the day the samples came in for those sweaters and they looked so small, and everybody laughed because they thought, how on earth is anybody going to get that on? What's it going to look like?
Yeah, and I was like, no, you need to try them. They're designed this way, they're walked this way, and I've been fascinated by the technology for quite a few months on how the different weaves set different ways and how the fabric would stretch in different directions. So when they come, the samples came in and I saw them, I knew exactly how they were going to work, and everybody was literally in creases laughing at me saying that they were like baby grows, and then everybody put them on and it was just like, oh my god, these are amazing.
Bonus round.
Bonus round. Well, I'm scared, what is it? Oh. She's gonna kill you. Have you seen this, JP? This is honestly probably the funniest day of my entire life. So, taking it back, it was Black Friday 2018. I got up really early, it was a Friday morning, I couldn't sleep and I was in the gym. I'm running on the treadmill and one of my friends had texted me saying, oh, by the way Jordan, I've just placed an order at Aztec Diamond. You've got a really weird picture as your logo on the email. I was like, what? So I said, can you send me a screenshot? So she sends me the screenshot and it's like this tiny little picture on the top of an email. And I'm like, what is that? So I screenshot it and I'm zooming in and I'm getting further and further in and I'm like, oh my god, that's my mum! She literally looks like a fly. So I like collapse laughing, I can't run anymore. I run back to the office, my mum's just got in. I can't even crawl up the stairs because I'm laughing that much. And somehow she's accidentally uploaded this picture onto the account of the emails and it went out to nearly 15,000 people over Black Friday. It was, oh, the best day ever. Oh yeah, just a bit of context, she had laser eye surgery, so that's why she's got the goggles on.
Oh, this week, how do you actually feel about posterior?
Like, I feel really sentimental, really. Like, it makes me feel like a nice warm feeling in here, like, in here, yeah.
Proud?
I'm so proud, yeah, I'm so proud. And when you look at the difference between not even the product, the team, the brand, the branding, the way that the brand's grown, it's just phenomenal to look at, and it's not often that you actually sit down. 8 years is a long time.